For real? I'm in honestly, so I'm not surprised because JJK is as big as we all know it is. It's one of the most polarizing animes in like the last, I don't know, decade. Huge fan base, super loyal fan base. Yeah, yeah, you are. Yeah, I agree, I agree. Um, I've been seeing a bunch of good stuff about it, a lot of hype behind it. I know it's definitely gonna carry over way stronger into season 2 than, Tokyo Revengers did, without question. I don't think exactly. I I know it's out, but I haven't watched it either. But the fact that it was just, like, getting pushed so heavy in season 1 and now nobody's even talking about it, that says something, right? Like, it's not I'm saying it's not a 1, it's not a surprise to me. 2, it's not a coincidence. I feel like a lot of these new shows or new animes get like pushed super hard in the beginning because of like the aesthetic or the new unique thing about it. But in reality, when you get down to the nitty gritty of the show and like the core, they're really not that great. They're cool, even especially in like today's era of anime, damn near every show looks good. Like animation really isn't a problem anymore today as far as just the visuals. So a lot of shows are gonna get hyped just off of that alone. But like, when it comes to like the core of the show and what's really the things that stick out about it, it's not many animes that's really just doing that from a new gen. Um, some I will shout out to for sure, Blue Lock. Now that's that's a new gen anime that I'm rocking with. Like when I watch that, I'm like, damn, this is an MC I can get behind. Like he got the dog in him. I fuck with that. But as far as K go, I'm sure the movie's gonna be the season is gonna be fantastic. They just had that dope ass movie that everybody is in love with. So I mhm. Right. 'Cause I believe you too. I feel like mhm. They do. Right. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's how far the gap is. Interesting. Hey, told me. And there are no subtitles. That's cool though. I don't need to read while I watch anime. It look good. The show look good. Okay. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Hmm. I'll rock with it. I'll rock. I could believe that. It's like I was saying, I've been hearing a lot of JJK fans telling me, well, like the manga readers telling me how different this season is about to be from the first, and how like the elevation is really about to start taking place. So I'm excited for it. I know me myself right now, as I've said before, I got JJK at like a B plus. I know your friend Johnny Bang. He just finished watching it today. Well, I think he's got like 1 or 2 episodes left, but he's about on the cusp of, finishing the first season. He's got it in the same spot, about a B, B plus. Personally, I don't know if it's because we watched it in dub. I feel like I may have enjoyed it more in sub, maybe. Right. Mm, yeah. Yeah, that's what it's like when I watch it, it's like, it's cool. Now, one thing I will say, I do really rock with the fights. Like, whenever they are fighting, like I said, and they doing, like, real jujutsu, like, they throwing hands. Like, even if Itadori didn't have that finger, I was just telling, Johnny Bang today, if he didn't eat that finger, he would still be throwing hands with these demons because he's just naturally that strong somehow. I don't know if that's gonna come out later or, like, a reason for that, but he's super fucking strong for a high school. So, hands are never gonna be an issue in this show. So, interesting. Okay. I was hoping for a reason, in mhm. Hmm. Interesting. S Sound like right. let me ask you this: is season two's main villains stronger than season one's main antagonist, or Mhm. the yeah? Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's cool. Um. Well, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what the hell they were saying because I don't speak Japanese, but it does look good. Um. And I've heard from everyone who read the manga that season two is definitely supposed to be way better than season one. So I feel like my hopes and aspirations for the show and ranking will also increase. It's looking like I should look at it no less than like an A minus or an A by the end of season two. So I'm definitely excited to see where that's going to take us. Right, right, right. Mhm. Is that good? Okay, okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Well, I don't know where your friend Trayshawn is, but I'm about to just jump into the One Piece portion because man, oh man, did some shit go down, and it needs to be discussed. First of all, I want to state that this this chapter was short as hell to me. I mean, I get it. I think it was like 13 pages, but it felt like eight. It felt like 8 pages. I don't know if it's because I was just that enthused in what I was reading, and it just grabbed me. So you know how like when something is so good, you're like, damn. Even if it's 10 minutes of you reading or watching it, it feels like only 2 or 5. Maybe that's what happened. Um, because it is super rare when we ever see Shanks doing anything. Uh, anything. So I was super enthralled in that, like very tunnel vision watching. Personally, I was a little upset that this was his first on-screen fight. I don't look at Shanks any different post this chapter than before this chapter because I feel like we're going. I didn't think that this fight would even be a fight. Like I didn't think it would be long. I didn't. Basically, what happened is damn near what I thought. I figured what should have happened. Like that's red hair, right? Because that's what they've been like portraying to us for over 1,000 episodes. So I'm like, kids definitely not ready to fuck with Shanks on that level. So I don't even know why they showing this to us. I guess just so we can see Shanks get those rolled poneglyphs. Um, but I was like, because to be honest, boom, we know Kid lost his arm fighting one of Shank's subordinates from even pre Wano. What Oda could have done, he could have just had Shanks take Kid's poneglyphs then. That way we wouldn't have even had to like see this quick ass scuffle. Because like what's like nothing's really just different like in the show from the relationship to like the only thing that's really different is okay now this time Shanks beat Kid himself like with his own bare hands. But it seems like he didn't even need to because last time we don't even know which subordinate did it. Just a member of the crew took his arm. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Not Shanks himself, because if anything, like scars, scars are like the honor of a warrior. So like you come back to the your part of the sea or your crew or your people. Damn, how you lose that arm, man? Shit, that nigga Mihawk took it, but I live to tell the tale. Who else do that, right? Oh, how you lose your arm? Man, Shanks gave me the business. I'm lucky to even be here right now. Okay, shit. Hey, all right, yeah, you a different breed. Hey, how you lose your arm? Oh, one of Shanks' subordinates took it. Oh, damn, really? Oh, oh, it must have been like Ben Beckman or some shit, huh? Ben Beckman or Yasop or I don't know, one of like the crew. Nah, I don't know his name. I didn't even get a good look at him. No, I don't look at him as weaker. I don't. Nothing's changed. Like I look at him as a Yonko of the Sea. I look at him as someone who should have done that. Wait, did you say Kid or Shanks? I don't look at Kid as weaker. I just look at him as fighting an opponent that he had no business fighting. Like, and that's the thing. I feel like we see the gap prior to this fight. If you lose your arm to his subordinate, why would I think that you could fuck with him? You feel me? Right? Like now, and for the Kid fans, I will give you this. There is some time or a bit of a gap in between Shanks Kid losing his arm to that subordinate and post Wano, them fighting now. It's believed that Kid unlocked his awakening somewhere in between there, maybe at Wano, maybe before, I don't know. So we can say Kid got stronger after he lost his arm. I'm cool with saying that. But me personally, even after everything I saw in Wano, at no point did I ever think, okay, Kid is ready. He can take on Shanks by his damn self. Like you damn near lost the fight in a 2v1 against Big Mom. Like if they were on solid ground, standing, and not if they were on the ground, Law and Kid probably would have died. And that's just keeping it a brick. Like they would have died if they because the only reason that they survived is because they were able to transport Big Mom away from themselves, get her away from us. And we seen even after that, it took all the energy, like they were super exhausted. So I didn't think he was ready. Pers- Oh, I could see him saying that, but I mean, because I feel like it was some time between the fight with Kid and the war. And like when I say time, I don't mean like a year or anything, but like some weeks or maybe a month or so went by. Because look, when did Green Bull pull up after the war? No, no, that was damn near a week itself. That was, or if not a week in some because remember Luffy and Zoro, they were all like they were resting. They had to because Luffy was unconscious for a little minute. He had everybody was like healing up and shit. And then they peeped that Green Bull was coming, and they're like, we'll just let Momo handle it. But they could have handled that themselves if they chose to go over there. If it was the day after, they may have still have been too weak to handle Green Bull because it was like they just handled Kaido. It was some time. So if that was, I want to say three to 5 weeks, somewhere in between there. So it's like okay, I'll even give the fact that Kid may still be a little hurt because I mean he did just fight a Yonko, but it's like you're not freshly out the war. Like you still you strong enough to feel you can step up to Shanks on his doorstep. So to have that type of confidence, I know he felt in his body. I'm ready for this fight. Wasn't the smartest thing to feel, but I know he felt ready. Hands wise, power wise, hockey wise, body wise, all that. So, and um, I do want to state that I thought it was pretty. It's crazy because the role or the perception that they give Shanks, it's like that yeah, it was one. So boom, we're gonna talk about that. Before he did that one slice, we see like members on his crew or his ship that we've never ever seen before, and we see this old man, this woman. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, same. Yeah, all right. But it was interesting because they Oda made sure to note that they said it's a good thing we're under your flag, Shanks, because if not, other pirates would fuck with us, and that would like we wouldn't be able to compete because either because we're too old or we're too weak. But since we're under your Jolly Roger, we have a happy and healthy life. So thank you. That's damn near the conversation they had right before the battle with Kid. Now transitioning over, so when I say the perception, it's almost like they look at him as Tom Brady, right? Like yeah, it's like, oh, kid, you yeah, yeah. But it's at the same time, a lot of people think, man, Shanks might be evil. We don't know, but Shanks might be evil. Yeah, like from the jump, I don't think Shanks is evil, but I definitely do think Shanks is hiding something. He's is more information that he knows than he leads on for sure. I don't think he's squeaky clean. I'll say that. But we can go with grimy. I don't know. I'm not gonna put him on a pedestal until I see him fight someone of equal stature. I want you to fight. Yeah, yeah. I don't want people to fight anymore. What I now boom. What I will say boom about that one slash. It was it was very telling because the one thing we did get out of this fight, honestly, this is probably the biggest Shanks news we got ever. Just that move alone. What you say? I didn't want to say ever, only because we finally saw him demonstrate a move, and the move he used was the exact same move that Gold D. Roger used against Odin. Divine Deflect. So when I read that, I was like, okay, that's interesting. Like we got a move finally. We got an attack. We got something. It might just be one slash, but it's something. He said something. So now I'm like, okay, if that's your first move, now I'm wondering, okay, is that your go-to move? Is that your only move? Is that one of your favorite moves? Divine Departure. That was I was Goldie Rogers' first move on Odin. Is that his most powerful move? How did you learn that? Because I'm gonna assume that Rogers taught you. Um, so does that mean that anybody can learn it? Can Zoro learn it? I don't know. But it that did show me him doing that. Okay, it gives a little bit more credit to Shanks being on this status. Like we already know he's a Yonko, but we never saw any hands to prove his Yonko status. Now we see him doing something that the old King of the Pirates did. So now I was like, okay, now I can kind of see you being in that league because you're showing me. Like you're doing it now. I'm watching. Granted, it was against a much, much, much weaker opponent. I don't I don't think Kid really should be fighting anybody as like law, like that like that kind of like that type of zone range. Like worst generation. Yeah, like worst generation, honestly. Like there's no Yonkos. Can you name some Yonkos that you think Kid can take down on his own? One it's 1v1. He's by himself. No, I ain't gonna Doflamingo, that's a tough matchup. one kid beat both of I don't know. I think a lot of people today would assume yes because Kid has his awakening, but I ain't gonna lie, Dofi is OP. I think I think he could probably beat Jinbei. I'll give him Jinbei. I won't disrespect him. I'll give him Jinbei only because Jinbei's he's a little bit older, a little bit seasoned, a little bit. Um, I'm not giving him Kuma. I'm not giving him Mihawk. Maybe. No, yeah, like okay. I guess so. Yeah, sure. Who are we forgetting? Okay. I'll give him Weevil off of the fact that I haven't seen enough from Weevil. But I will say this: if he is Whitebeard's son, so boom. If he is Whitebeard's son, then do you think he can still beat Weevil? Whitebeard's blood. I mean, we seen him scrap a little. We haven't seen him scrap against like true opponents yet, but we've seen him scrap against like Navy people here and there. That's not much of a measurement. Definitely not a like a scale or a bar, nobody. But could wait, 'cause he doesn't have a devil fruit, does he? That's staff. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I think that's most of the. Oh no, that's the admiral. All right. So yeah, let's. That's what. Oh, boom. If you're not taking out any, if you're not even beating the majority of the warlords, I definitely don't have him beating Fujitora. Well, I don't honestly. Yeah, no, you already said it. I don't have him beating any of the admirals. Um. What about vice? What about the vice admirals? No. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I give him Cody. Yeah. But I don't know if that really just speak for my. Cody's still a young buck to me. It's a lot Cody still got to prove. Like Cody still got to do. Um, so, yeah, he can. Yeah, he can have Cody. That's cool. Like young ass. Cody is young as fuck. Yeah, I give him. Um, most definitely. Most definitely. Exactly. Kid just a crash dummy. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, and if not, he at least learn as he fights. But back into the chapter, we see after Kid gets flexed on quickly. Um, we got the giant, we got the Giants. I keep forgetting their names. Facts, Usopp's niggas. Um, they destroy Kid's whole crew in just a one. It was like if you're gonna point a cannon at somebody, you better be willing to expect they're gonna do the same to you. It's your life. If you gonna step to the red-haired pirates, you better step correct. He didn't even get a shot off. Like, come on now. I Fight who? Not who. I feel like as soon as they seen that captain get down, it was over because it was like, damn, we not about to beat Shanks. I mean, as cold as we all fuck with Killer, he not ready to step up to Shanks either. So they was here's our poneglyphs, spare our lives. Took the poneglyphs down. So I thought y'all was the Rock Pirates. Y'all surrendering again? But you know the crazy thing about it is though, I feel like because I don't think kid's dead. I don't. So I feel like when he regains consciousness, he gonna want his get back and want a round three. Even though he's not deserving of one. But he just exactly. He just that type of dude. Like, and it's gonna be like at some point it's embarrassing because you're not there yet. I don't know unless and unless this is just Oda giving us a preview of Shanks' strength, so he can show us like the bar or level that we about to see Kid go to reach that round three. But personally, for me right now, Kid's just not deserving of a round three. I think we set it down. We cut our losses. Be grateful that we didn't lose a second arm to the Red Pirates. Um, we lost the poneglyphs. Cut. Hey, it is what it is. We lost our ship. We lost our pride. It is what it is. At least we can go. At least we can go home or swim home. Yeah. The fucking, we all got devil fruits. um, um, I thought it was interesting. It's crazy. It's really just like reading this chapter. It was interesting because it seemed like this was Shanks's almost first time hearing about Kid. Because we seen I only say that because we seen in the beginning of the chapter, well, not the beginning, but like towards the middle, Shanks was somebody had given Shanks the intel on Kid, and he was reading like dinner through his files, and I fucked with that. So I was like, okay, it looks like Shanks does his due diligence on enemies before he fights them. I like that. I don't know if that's an every fight thing or if that's just because I don't know. It's hard for me to just see that somebody that Shanks told somebody to get like a background check just for a kid, just for that fight. I don't really see that unless it's an every fight thing. Everybody I'm about to fight, hey, get a background check. Who is he? What do you know about him? Where's he from? Blah blah blah. We seen Shanks is like, oh, okay, so he's from the East Blue or whatever. I feel like he's not reading those files right then and there if he knows who Kid is when Kid lost his arm to his crew the first time. Because why like we already know. You it doesn't really just makes to me that was his first time encountering Kid ever. Or even like having Kid on his mind enough to think, okay, now I should at least prepare for a fight again. Let me see what I am up against, even though I am about to flex on this nigga. What's his background history? Who is he? What's he do? Oh, he been causing a lot of trouble. Bet I'm about to shut all that shit down quick in a flash. I don't man, man. But going into the other half of the chapter, the beginning, we see who the traitor is. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, let me ask you this: do you not care because the last traitor situation was so epic and it's such like a it's hard to like reach that same pinnacle, or is it because you just don't really care about this arc as much. Super information. Low. That was one of the biggest anime plot twists I'd seen. That crazy. Yeah, super real stuff. I I definitely didn't expect the traitor to be her. And when I was hearing the plan, I was because it's so many Vegapunks. What is it? 5 or is it 7? It's 5. All right. Well, yeah, it was so many Vegapunks. It's really hard for me to remember which each of them do because not even all of the Vegapunks are like human. Like one of them's a robot. One of them like so. I was trying to remember. Okay, like what's her niche? What is what does she do? Because when she was talking to the mini warlords, the serpents or whatever they call. She was like, "All right, this is the plan. Now I want y'all to know I can't get caught because in like a fighting situation, I can't hang." And I was like, "Okay, so if this Vegapunk isn't a fighter, she has besides like knowledge, there's another like quirk or niche about her. What was she like gluttony? Was she the one that like eats a lot or okay, yeah, I thought okay, yeah, yeah. It's crazy because I will say this, Oda did mislead me because I really figured if any because I did think one of the Vegapunks was going to be evil. And when we heard that there was a traitor, I really thought it was gonna be I thought the traitor was I think evil. Isn't the one of the Vegapunks name evil or wrath? Yeah, I don't know their numbers either. I'm but there's one and it's a girl, and I was like, okay, I'm for sure gonna watch her. 'Cause I think she probably can fight or she probably gonna switch up later or something. So I definitely didn't expect this one because I felt like she was kind of like the most useless one. Because like, what is she like besides eating? What is this Vegapunk known for? Like, what is she? Because the other one's a robot. The other one, a couple of them can box. One is evil and can box. The other one's like the cool Vegapunk with the mask. The other Vegapunk's like the original true old man Vegapunk. Um, And I was like, what's special about this girl, Vegapunk, besides that she eats? I couldn't even remember her name. I know they say type shit. But yeah, I'll give it to her. I definitely didn't expect it. I don't think it was really. I mean, I didn't really think it was necessary, but I feel like yeah. But I'm also thinking maybe I just don't have all the information yet. Like I know that she said that she's doing this because she wants to be the only Vegapunk and that's cool. Like I get that's kind of I don't want to say cliche, but we seen a clone do that before to the clone partners. I was kind of looking for a little bit more, but I'm like, okay, it's still super early. Like we damn near just found out it was her just damn near 2 chapters ago. So I'm like, I'll give it some more time, but I'm not really just almost, yeah. Cause like my real focus is on like those mini warlords, those serpents or whatever. Um, she just happens to have the rank to control them or order them around. But my real focus is okay. What's up with them? Who? What they? how strong are they? Like we've seen them, go toe to toe with Luffy and Zoro for a little minute, the long nose, but I don't think anybody, just going full out yet. So I don't. I'm trying to see like the max of their power. Who can we just compare them to? We know that Zoro said that the Mihawk clone was super different than the other ones, and that he's more like humanistic. I want to go deeper in there. Um, Yeah, I want to go that direction. I still haven't forgotten the fact that we brought up Shanks stealing the devil fruit from CPO and from Who's Who, and that they boxed. I'm not going to forget. Give us the flashback. We just saw Shanks fighting. I'll never forget. Show us the flashback of Shanks stealing the fruit. Because Who's Who and Jinbei were talking about something super important. Clearly, that conversation's over. Show us the flashback. That's dumb. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Was there anything that you were confused about from this chapter that you were wondering about or had questions on? Yeah, flexed on, super flexed on. I'm not just you can you can only oh, you can only be disappointed. He has to. He needs to. If you're gonna fight somebody, you better fight him because you gonna let that man just put a scar on your face like that. I thought you was redhead Shanks. You that dude, huh? You can only be disappointed when you have high expectations. I never had high expectations for this fight. I said that from the jump. I said that last chapter. I was like, this is about to be a quick. I it should. That's what they've been portraying Shanks to me as that nigga. So I'm gonna expect that type of performance when the time comes, especially against someone so much lower than you. Like it's a different stature. It's Kid was not ready for that. I feel like now if Kid had came after the war and he like trained up a little bit, got learned some new moves. Yeah, did maybe a divine rock punk learn that? I don't know. Something because he wasn't ready. At no point did I ever think he was ready for this fight and ready for that feat. At no point did he didn't even use it. Shanks pulled up on him too quick. Too fast. Too fast. So it was like, damn. Damn. But yeah, man, I'm dumb excited. I'm dumb excited for the next chapter. I kind of hope. Crazy enough, I don't know if Vegapunk is coming along with us for the ride anymore. I could just be grasping at straws. I think it's possible. Cause I think I don't know, like you said, the majority of this arc has mostly been informational. I feel like if we take Vegapunk along with us on this voyage, he's like a temporary member of the crew. There are so many obstacles that don't want to allow that to happen. As far as the serpents, as far as Kizaru's on the way over there. Um, the elders, exactly. Um, on top of that, we got one of the Vegapunks trying to kill all the other Vegapunks. Like when I hear that, a part of me thinks, it's a lot yeah, like I don't really see them being on this island that much longer. Because I think shit is happening like around the world. Like Shanks just caught some poneglyphs. I think Blackbeard's definitely on the move. Blackbeard's doing something. Garp is gonna. Sabo got flexed on. I don't know what's up with that. That shit look like it hurt. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, what other purpose do we have on this island? It's either we take Vegapunk with us or Vegapunk dies here. But soon we're leaving the island. Um, and it's just gonna get to the point where we think, okay, is this gonna happen or isn't it? Personally, I think Vegapunk. I think he's evil. Not So this is why I think he's evil because I I can't have evil tendencies without being evil. Like Goku don't got no evil tendencies. He's just a good dude. Luffy don't got no evil tendencies. Like these are MCs I'm naming, but I say this because I think maybe we can say he's not purposely evil. Like I believe in his mind, he thinks it's for the greater good of science and knowledge, but his actions are evil. Like the fact that he wants to at some point assimilate every human being's mind to the same server or like network, so we can all be one human and like the information is just nonstop. That's evil. That's mind control. That's taking over. That's taking away free will. It don't get more evil than taking away free will. Um. So yeah, like a part of me kind of wants to see like when that's gonna pop up again because they kind of just brought it up, then it just died down. Um. The who's who thing, the Momo thing. If Momo's gonna be right, so that's what I'm saying. Now, if it is brought up again later, okay, then that definitely means that Vegapunk is gonna survive and we're gonna make it off the island. But for how long? Like, I don't think Vegapunk is just gonna be traveling the seas with them forever. I feel like it's then they're gonna be like a quick pit stop. Like we may go to a couple islands, maybe two, three max, but it's like some quick shit. Like we're dropping him off to a certain destination. Um, this nigga Trey Sean. But yeah, um, I don't know. I'm let's see what your friend Trey Sean thinks. Nigga just text. He just texted me like 2 minutes ago. That's your friend. What was I about to say? Bro, made me lose my train of thought. Uh, oh right, we Momo. We they talked about Momo for a second, and that his life could be in danger. I don't know. I think Momo could die. I don't know what the big deal about his fruit is, but Vegapunk made it sound like Momo was in danger. Yeah, and he was like, "Wait, what color?" Exactly. He was like, "What color was the dragon? Was the dragon blue or was he pink?" He's like, "Oh, he's pink." He's like, "Damn." Like, okay, let's ask him more questions now. Like, why is that bad? What's wrong with pink? You know? He said, "Let's ask why." Uh, Never did. But yeah, yeah, a lot of shit to come. I just hope that in the future we see Shanks fighting someone who measures up. That's all I want. He gotta do it against Blackbeard. You know, He gotta do that whole against Blackbeard or I'm not gonna respect it. Cause who else can Shanks fight right now besides Blackbeard or Aki Inu? I guess maybe Luffy since people think that's gonna happen. That you would respect. Mihawk, I would definitely respect that. I don't see it happening. Personally, and I could be wrong, I don't think we're ever gonna get an on-screen Shanks and Mihawk fight. Only because I feel like there's so many other people in line for Shanks to fight. And Shanks supposedly spent his whole early years fighting Mihawk damn near every other week. And I do think we're gonna get some Mihawk flashbacks. I'll give you that. Yeah, but that's gonna be a young Shanks. It's not gonna be like today's strength. A lot of people think he's stronger today. So that's gonna be crazy. Mm. Things gonna tie in. What you think the final fight gonna be? Not Mm. Crazy enough, I want to see Luffy fight Akainu. I really do, really bad. I do, but that's what I want that. I want that to be from Luffy, but a lot of other people have been throwing out some other theories that I'm honestly would not be upset with. A lot of other people have been saying it's not going to be Luffy to take down Akainu, but it's going to be my nigga Sabo with Ace's fruit. That would be hard. If Sabo did it with Ace's fruit, like true, I don't know another word for redemption. Like that would be that's get back. Let's get back to the fullest. My other brother got you type, and then on top of that, it's more beef because boom, Revolutionary Army, Marine. So it's like I kind of I'm fucking with that. I'm fucking with that. That's me. But yeah, man. Looking forward to the next chapter. What you hoping you can see to come up soon? Cause me personally, I really want to see Blackbeard and Garp fight already. I'm tired of waiting. Yeah, we're just not talking about it. They just doing it off panel, off screen. So yeah, it's a lot. They just don't talk about it. Man, use this Renegon or something because at least let us know you're okay. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I definitely hope that. But you know how One Piece is. But no, I definitely agree with you that the whatever the last fight is, just off of watching Wano and them animate that like week by week, I know they're gonna do the last arc of the show justice. Like the things that they've been at, like the small details and aesthetic that they've been adding to the anime coming from manga, chef's kiss. Oh my god. Like that episode, I think it's what is it, like 1017 or 1016, where 1015, where Kinemon asked Luffy to put the country of Wano on his on his shoulders. He said, "Can you can you bear it? Can you bear my country on your shoulders?" He said, "Don't ask me no silly question like that, Kinemon. Of course I can. You're my friend." Damn, that is loyalty. That shit is solid. Oh, that shit. This nigga Kenny Mom was crying, damn near dying. I that was crazy. Then we just see him turn around and uppercut Kaido into a fucking uh One Piece theme song. The manga was good. I had no idea the animation would be that great. That episode was fantastic. Oh, oh, that shit was incredible. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to more episodes and anime moments like that coming from One Piece. Please let us know. Sword kick. Like so for you, is it the combo move or is it who he's fighting that you care about them? Because I don't give a fuck if he do a combo move if he's doing it to fucking crocodile. Like that don't mean nothing. I don't. You damn near wasting a combo move. Like you need to do that. You need to step to him. You did. Yeah, but shit, even I told you I wasn't just big on that. Like that shit was so like okay, now Kizaru was one of them niggas. Personally, I I think Shanks is stronger than Kizaru, but I do respect Kizaru to be in that type of fight. But like watching that fight, seeing that one slash, I wasn't just too impressed. Now to your credit, if he did some combos against Kizaru, I probably would have liked the fight more. It would have been a real but it was like if you're just doing a one slash move to an opponent, I guess it's a fight. And like I don't know, like the Shanks movie really shouldn't even been called Shanks movie. That was just marketing that got the fuck out of us on that one. Anything. Shanks do something. Hey, I like that because we shit need more merch. Need more Shanks content. If we're gonna put him on this pedestal, he needs to show us why he's on that pedestal sometime. I mean, when I say pedestal, I mean at least the status of a Yonko. If you're gonna have Yonko status, you need to do Yonko things. That too much for ask for? I don't think so. Yeah, even though he got defeated. Yeah, 6-on-1. He's drunk. He's flying an entire city with him. Like those are Yonko things. Those are Yonko feats. Fighting another opponent who has his exact fruit, whether he just learned it or not, like it's happening. But yeah, man, I love One Piece. I love One Piece holidays. Let us know down in the comment section what y'all think about One Piece and if you think Vegapunk is gonna join the crew. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But until next time, peace. Just been and in stream.